Hello guys, in the last lecture we took how to find the largest number in an array. In this lecture we're gonna do a similar algorithm, but we're gonna find the smallest number in an array with some extra stuff and changes that we need to know. For example, we want to use a random. We want to generate the array randomly, given it random numbers. In the last example we gave it, initialize it to values we wanted, which were, I think, what was it, the 8, the 16, the 12, the 23, the 1, 5, those numbers. But we want to generate the numbers inside the arrays, the integers, randomly. We're gonna use a function called rand, which generates random numbers. But we need to include, for this to use rand, we're gonna include, if I remember, stdlib.h, and let's say integer x equals rand, and let's say here integer, let's declare those x and y here and then assign them. And y equals rand, and let's see what's the output. See out x that's gonna be spaces, and see out y, and end line, another end line just to make it look better. And let's run this program. G++ -o and array2.cpp. oh no, input file dash gate or x equals rand. I'm not sure, did it generate it, and why did it give those large numbers? Okay, let's take those out and see what it's gonna give us. I commented those. It gave us the same numbers, so let's see if it's generating random numbers or not. Did I save them earlier? Oh, I don't think I did. 368. Okay. 0 0. Okay, so rand by itself it generated two random integers. What did I do here? Mod 10. What is it going to take? This will guarantee the numbers that are generated, the random numbers, are between 0 and 9. 0 and 9. If I want it from 1 to 10, what will I do? I'll add 1 plus 1. This will guarantee that the random number generated here is between 0 and 99. To make it from 1 to 100, I'll add 1. Mod remainder, any number mod 10 is going to give me a result between 0 and 9. 0 and 9. Any number mod 100 is going to give me a result between 0 and 99, whichever one. So now I want to create an array, but be careful here. I want to show you something. Are those random numbers? Let's go here. Oh, I didn't save it. And let's do clear. Four and 87. Run it again. 4 and 87. 4 and 87. Is it giving us random number each time we run it? No, this is an algorithm and it's gonna run and it's gonna generate same numbers each time. So the best way to make it randomized, we do what? srand, meaning we seed it to, let's say, function time, and we null. We have function time, which takes the time of n seconds, and it will seed the number. So the seconds, seeding it to the seconds will make it more randomized. And for this, we need to include, let's say, time dot h. Think of it this way. Seeding it. What is seeding it? Now we look at this time. Now 8:29, 8:30, let's say, and 5 seconds, let's say. It will calculate how much that is in second. It will seed it. That's where will the srand do, and it will generate the random number based on the seed value. So each time the number of seconds is going to be different. So each time the random number is different, which makes it look more randomized. Which makes it look, depending on the second, I calculate the seconds. This is our minutes and seconds. We take all this as seconds. Let's say 1200 seconds. This is the seed value, the time. I seed the random number with it. I generate the random number based on that value, 1200 seconds. Next time I run the program, it's going to be, let's say, 1205 seconds. So now I'll generate the random number based on the 1205 seconds. So it's going to give me a different number each time. Let's see. It didn't take it. Time now. Time dot h. Why it's not liking it? Okay. C++ is case sensitive. 480 here, 487, 856, 541, 10.7, each 198. Each time it's changing. The random numbers are changing, and we need to put the srand this one time before calling the rand function. This will be enough to seed it. Now what we need to do is I need to declare an array. Let's say an array of size, what do we want it? Integer and my, and make it size 20. This means it's gonna take what? From 0 to 19. Indexes from 0 to 19. I srand it. Now I need a for loop to generate those random numbers. We don't want to put them manually. That's an advantage of arrays. I start with 0. I is less than 20, or we can put I less or equal 19, I plus plus, and what are we gonna do? I'm gonna say my I equals what? Rand, a random number. Let's make them mod 1000 plus 1, making those random numbers from 1 to 1000, and that's gonna give us 20 numbers. I want to print the array and see my numbers. I can say integer array equals 0. Here I don't have the equal sign. That doesn't make a difference if you put space or not. J is less than 20. J plus plus. I could have put I, but I wanted to put, and we'll do cout. My J and just to make it look like an array, I'll put those here, and I'll put this here, and I close it. And let's see the, oops, what happened? Let's see the generated array. Remember, each time we run it, it's gonna give us different values. Here we have them. Okay, we should have put the comma after, but that's okay. To make it look better, we're gonna change the comma, put it after. So we had 1, 827, 206, 309. There you go. 580, 591, 861, 902, 4. So this is gonna be my 0. Here, my 0, my 1, my 2, my 3, my 4, my 19. And now we need to implement an algorithm that will find the smallest value. So first thing we need to do is assign one smallest to the first element. Always we assign smallest, we declare a value, integer smallest, and I'll assign it to the first element. So the first element to it, so it's gonna be my 0, and let's put this here just to make it look better. Integer smallest equals my 0. Then what will I do? We'll do we'll start looping. We're gonna loop not from the first element because we took it, so we'll loop from integer I equals 1. I, the size of the array didn't change, is 20, and I plus plus, and I'll say if what? Smallest is greater than what? My I, what will I do? I'll change smallest to my I. And here's what we're doing. We're checking. We set 580 as my smallest value. If 580 is greater than this, then I'll set this as smallest. But 580 is not greater than this. 580, is it greater than this? No. Is it greater than this? No. Is it greater than this? Yes. So what will I do? I'll set 489 as my smallest, and I'll keep checking. Is 489 greater than this? No. Is it greater than this? No. Is it greater than this? So it's going to take 91. But remember, now when I run the program again, it's going to generate different random numbers. If I want the same, I'll take the seed out. I'll take the seed out. But let's check. And now after I do this, I'll do a cout smallest number, the smallest number in the array is smallest, and we have the end line, so that will be good. Let's save, let's run it, let's do clear. We should have put the smallest number is 48. Do I have a number smaller than 48? No, so our algorithm was right. Here's the smallest number, 48. A good example now to do. For example, I'll have an array of size 100. I'll do the same thing. I'll generate, or make it 20. I'll generate random numbers. I'll find the smallest value, the largest value, the average of all values, the sum of all values also. This is a good example for you guys to practice. I'll do I'll generate an array of let's say size 100 random numbers from, let's say, 1 to 20, and I'll count the number of occurrence of, let's say, 1, 2, the frequency of the numbers. We'll calculate the frequency of the numbers. This is another good example. Try those examples. Practice. Remember, guys, 99% is practicing, 1% is smartness. If you practice 20%, that's what you get, 20%. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comment section below, and we'll hopefully, I think we're done by now by the one-dimensional arrays, or we're gonna take the two-dimensional arrays hopefully next, or one-dimensional where we loop twice. Okay, no, we'll take the one-dimensional where we loop twice, nested loops. And think about that. This is another. If I told you to reorder the array, ascending or descending order, how can you do it? Hint, you need a nested loop. Try those examples, guys, and see what you get. Thank you, and see you later.